Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thought for Thursday. I'm going to take a quick sip of tea while you guys come on in. I hope that everybody is doing well today. I have had a week where I've been a little under the weather, but you know what? I am here and we're going to do Thought for Thursday. I'm going to make it through this next 15 minutes. How's that? I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome, welcome. Aren't you happy it's Friday Eve? It's Friday Eve, guys. You made it through the week. You may have been dreading your Monday even starting. I know I'm not the only one who sometimes does that. But rest in knowing and be happy about the fact that you have made it to this point in the week. And the weekend is on the horizon. It's about to happen, y'all. It's about to happen. So, as I said, all week I've kind of been fighting some type of little bug here. And what's interesting is I'm hearing that a number of people are. So, I want to encourage you to make sure that you're tending to self care, get the rest, speed up on your vitamins. You know, the virus is still out here along with a number of other things. We just have to remain vigilant so that we can be our best selves. How's that? Am I right? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, tonight, just for a few minutes, I already teased you with the thought of what are your passions? Have you thought about that? And have you thought about the fact that your passions can steer you in the direction of leading a fulfilling life? I know that sounds like it should be, common sense, but we all don't realize that because we all don't identify our passions or we don't lean into them. We know what we like to do, but we sometimes push it aside because we figure that what we like to do surely can't lead us to a life that's going to be profitable for us, or in order to be happy it's got to be profitable and very profitable, and it's got to sync up and match some of the other things that society or family or somebody else in our lives has told us that are what we need to do or what we need to focus on really needs to align with something other than what we're passionate about. Now, I know I'm not the only one who's had that told to them. I mean, I've forever had a passion for jewelry, and it wasn't until I became an adult that I really started to foster that passion, and not just foster it, but also bring the joy that it gives me in making jewelry to other people as well. And my mother is the same way. So, what is it that you are passionate about? I'm passionate about helping women who have been through a struggle similar to mine. That's because I can relate to them and I can help them now that I have mastered a part of the struggle. So, because that's a passion of mine, I incorporate that in what I do. And because it's a passion, people can relate to it because when they hear me talk, they know that it's from my heart. And the things that I'm giving them is from my heart. So you can use your passions to steer you to your best life. And living passionately and engaging in activities that you truly enjoy, really, those doing that is really the best way to live your most satisfying and your happiest life. So you may say, well, there's some things I like to do, but I don't know if I'm really passionate about it. You need to sit down and give yourself some time where you really focus in on the things that you do in your life and then identify how you feel as you do them, or how you feel after you do them, or how do you feel once you do something and perhaps it's for someone else. How do you feel when you get responses to what it is that you do and you happen to enjoy what you're doing? So, those are some ways that you can really kind of tap into your passions to figure out exactly what they are. And most importantly, when tapping into them, don't try to dismiss them because they may sound funny or quirky to someone else. Your passion is your passion. What are the most overwhelming parts of using your passion to steer you in the right direction? The most overwhelming part, again, is believing that your passions don't align with what other people think are cool or what other people think are the right things for you to do. So, the idea of discovering your true passions can feel a little scary, honestly, especially if you're planning to use those to construct a good life for yourself. So, not only do you like doing something that may look a little strange to other people, but you really want to put it to work and make a profit or make it a lifestyle for you. That can be very scary. That's where you buy into believing in you. And I heard a movie, or it was a training by John Maxwell the other day. You have to be able to bet on yourself. Think about the other things that you bet on. We bet on a lot of things in life. We take a chance on a lot of things. Don't you believe that you owe it to yourself to bet on yourself and whatever that passion is that you're strongly inclined to pursue? So, what are the major benefits? What are some of the benefits of sharing your passions with other people? I can think of a couple. It gives you even more opportunities to participate in those passions. When you share what it is that you like, when you share what it is that you're good at, what you enjoy, that gives you an opportunity to spread that thing, not just knowing that you're good at it, but to spread it among other people who are going to benefit from what it is that you're doing. Other people who honestly probably need a little of what you're passionate about to help them in life. So that is a major benefit. That is one major benefit of definitely, um, looking into and going after what you're passionate about. Whether you're teaching, your best friend how to fix his own car, or, your best friend how to cook your grandma's favorite recipe, using those passions can definitely steer you towards your best life and, of course, help somebody else too. So, what is another benefit of sharing your passions? Um, Sharing them with other people makes your overall community a little better and stronger. I said that already. Somebody needs what you are passionate about. What you are passionate about is probably something that really you have a gift in accomplishing. I'll say that again. What you are passionate about really does give you a hint, give you insight into that thing that you have a gift in. It is just something, how when often I talk about people have gifts for things and things come so easily to them, as an example of how you know it's a gift. They do it so well and it comes so easily. And people are so appreciative of that gift that you're giving to them because it is making them better. It is making the community better. So that is definitely another benefit of sharing your passion with others. So, how else can your passion steer you in the direction of leading a good life? Because you're working in an area that you enjoy, or because you are doing something that you enjoy, that makes your heart glad, that makes you want to jump up in the mornings and go out and pursue whatever that thing is. Because you are doing that, that makes the quality of your life so much better. It makes the quality so much better. We can all relate to getting up and going to jobs that we really don't like because there is not one element in the job that we're doing that we can identify as being something that we're passionate about. We're not passionate about going in and doing a particular thing that we do on our job, or perhaps anything that we do on our job. And that can definitely be problematic for people who may have spent years studying and perfecting a certain craft or perfecting a certain skill, only to finally face the facts that they're really not passionate about it and they really don't want to do it. They may be doing it because they were told that it would lead to a great income, or everybody else in the family did it. My father's father was a doctor, my father's father's father was a doctor, so forth and so on. So that means I have to be a doctor. Relying on that kind of knowledge or that kind of rationale will definitely pull you away from working on the things that you are passionate about and steer you more in the direction of what people expect you to do. People expect you to do because others have done it in your family, or others have done it, who went to the school that you went to that was well known for political science or for law or for medicine. And because you went to that school, well, then quite naturally, you are supposed to pursue that skill set when it may not be a passion of yours. So make sure that you are buying into what makes you happy and not what makes someone else happy. Again, buy into what is making you happy and not what makes someone else happy. So, what else about working or moving along once you identify your passions? What else about that can steer you to your best life? Let's face it, if we're passionate about something, chances are we are going to give a little extra to make sure that whatever we're passionate about, whatever accomplishment we're trying to, make happen because of our passions, we're going to give a little more to that to make sure that that thing is perfected, to make sure that that thing comes to fruition because we have a heart for doing it, because we feel that it is a part of our makeup, our DNA. It's a part of what we are supposed to do. So, for that reason, we're going to give a little extra to that. And giving that little extra is going to definitely, number one, while you're doing it, you're going to be happy because, again, you're giving extra to something you're passionate about. And then, secondly, giving that extra and putting that work into it, once you see accomplishments that are generated as a result of actually adhering and following through with your heart and following through with your passions, once you see what yields from that, that is going to encourage you even more. And you're going to be encouraged to not just pursue that thing because it makes life happier for you, because it makes life more rewarding for you, but you're going to pursue it because you have a sense of you are contributing, you are accomplishing something, and you are giving something that is a part of you and something that you're here to do. So, yeah, your passion definitely falls into your purpose. And we know that the purpose filled life is the only life that's a fulfilled life. All right. And we also know that if we're talking purpose, we're talking a vision, which all comes in alignment with that. And then, of course, you have your goals and your objectives that support that vision. So, passion definitely works right in there with everything else that we do so that we can determine that life that is right for us, not right for our family, not right for the people around us, not right necessarily because we studied it in school. Yeah, just because we have a degree in it doesn't mean that it's right for us. And it takes a lot of courage to move away from something like that once you've spent money and time. But you also have to think, don't you need to bet on yourself? Don't you need to bet on being able to accomplish what really makes you happy? Life is too short to just move through and do the mediocre thing or do the mundane thing or do that thing day to day that you just do to survive. You know, the scripture tells us that Christ came so that we can have life and have it more abundantly. He wants us to live in abundance. And many of us are not doing that because we are falling short or pushing down what we're passionate about because it doesn't necessarily suit what everyone else expects us to do. So, bottom line, tap into those passions. Don't give up on them just because you feel that they may not look right, they don't feel right. Spend some time to actually investigate those things that make your heart leap. Investigate the things that make others jump for joy when you actually administer whatever that is that you're passionate about. Investigate that and stop and think, is this something that could really make my life overall more fulfilling? Is it something that really can lead to my best life? Am I really giving my best to what it is that I desire to do? Or am I giving my best perhaps to fulfilling someone else's dream or helping someone else's life to be more fulfilled? Don't get me wrong. I also believe that we have an obligation to pour into others and to contribute to others also. However, it's also important for us to realize that we are deserving of a life that is our best life. Again, if for nothing else, just simply because God wants us to live in abundance. He wants us to live a purpose filled life, and He wants us to do the thing that He has deposited in us. All right. Well, that's it for right now, Stephanie. Hey, thanks for sticking in there with me. That is it for Thought for Thursday. I'm again so happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're here on Thursday, and we've got Friday on the horizon. So as I leave, I want to tell you again, tap into your passion. You owe it to yourself to do so. Go ahead and go for the best life that you can have. The best life, not the one that's okay, not the one that's subpar, but the absolute best life that you can go for. All right. And as I go out, again, I'll remind you, take care of yourself. Make sure that you stay healthy. Take your vitamins, whatever else is needed for us to fight off all of the elements that are trying to attack us out there. All right. So go out, be your best self, do your best, be authentic, be healthy, and stay well. And I'll see you next time. All right. Bye bye.